Such a cool recipe for wild greens today. Very traditional, probably the most traditional way to prepare wild plants that I know of from Greece. This is Horta, and it has a very special place in my heart. Basically, it's boiled greens. So the composition of the type of plants you're going to use, chicory or dandelion greens are essential here. And you can see the greens. We're going to add these whole to the pot. We do not cut them up. There's some ramp leaves. You could use wild onion greens. There's Dame's Rocket. Wild fennel greens are important. There's some sochan. I had nettles too, but you'll see I have some fennel fronds. Wild fennel is another one of the plants that is very traditional for things like this. I have some garlic mustard. I hate the plant, but you want this to be slightly bitter. Here's kind of the keys. The greens are cooked whole, and they must be boiled. Dandelions or chicory are very important. Wild fennel is nice if you have some, and the best oil and salt that you have. Other than that, this is just boiled greens cooked in salted water. We're going to add about a quarter cup of salt for a gallon and a half of water. I like to make a nice big batch, and the pot is at a rolling boil. That is important because some greens, specifically some types of asters like sochan, can discolor if they are not properly boiled. So put the greens in the pot and then cook them until they're tender and taste good to you, and that is it. And then we just drain the greens, and we're going to just let them drain naturally and get most of the water out. It's okay if there's a little bit left. Sometimes I'll drink what's left draining from the colander. And then we just arrange the greens into a nice warm bowl to try to make it so they don't resemble a pile of grass clippings. And this might seem strange to have all these just the greens uncut, but you will see. Now, anoint it with the finest oil that you have. Fresh lemon, never lemon from a jar or a squeeze bottle, has to be fresh. And then the finest salt you have, whatever salt you have, you could use ramp salt. This is nice Malden salt. And now when you're eating it, it might be kind of confusing for some people. You might want to take a knife and fork to it. Don't do that. The greens should be twirled around a fork. That the greens being whole here is an important characteristic that really adds something to the eating and enjoyment. Twist them like noodles, and that is the perfect bite. It's like a symphony of all the different plants mixed together. It's a little chewy, but it still should be soft. It's just a fantastic, super simple, minimalist way to enjoy wild greens that people have been eating for a very long time. The full recipe is on my website. There's a link at the top of the video description for that. Thanks for watching.